Well, it seems as though it's the most unnatural thing to do, walk in a race, but it's the lifeblood of our inspiring Kiwi, Nyle Sunderland. Nyle, welcome to the show.
Hi.
And I have to say congratulations. You've just won, was it 3 World Championship gold medals?
Yes, it was.
So tell us about the event and how you've done so well.
I've been wanting to go to the World Masters Athletics for a wee while because it's the highest level a master can compete at. I went across and competed in the 5K, the 10K and the 20K.
All on the same day, or was it on different days?
Every 4 days apart,
right,
luckily. But it was still pretty tough because the 20K is the very last one. And so you've got to recover from your 5 and your 10 to be able to still pull out a good time and a good race for your 20.
Was that what you expected? Were you going to win was that what you expected when leaving? You were going to win the gold medals?
I wanted to, but I was definitely hopeful for a podium finish. And you don't, if you've got the competitive nature, you don't enter a race without wanting to win. But the thought of coming back with 3 golds was just phenomenal. It was just surreal.
It's interesting walking because I've never interviewed anybody that's been a competitive walker. How did you get involved with walking?
It started with a deer.
A deer?
Yeah, a deer. 4 years ago, my girlfriend Jo wanted to enter a triathlon, and I'd been a bit of a couch potato, and she said, come on, you can do it. And I said, well, how far is it? And she goes, it's the Taylor's Women's Triathlon. You do 3.5K walk, 14K bike, and 4 laps swimming.
Right.
I wasn't sure if I could swim, so I threw myself in a pool and resembled a drowned seal, and thought, I can do this. We started off at the start line, and the idea was I was to walk with her. The gun goes off, and that was the last she saw of me.
Really?
Something clicked, and it was just, I discovered I was really competitive.
You said you're a couch potato. You're a mother of 3. I know you've got a grandchild, and you've got another grandchild on the way. What were you doing? Were you just sitting at home, not doing any exercise?
Yeah, pretty much. I was putting myself back through a little bit of study and was sort of working, but I wasn't really doing anything active.
You were a bodybuilder prior to that?
Yes, I was. Yes, and I guess the constriction of having to train so hard and watch your diet, that when I sort of put all that to one side, it was like, oh, I can eat what I want. Right. And I sort of took it to the extreme and just relaxed and kicked back and didn't do anything. But after a while I got a bit antsy.
Really? Are you quite hard on yourself though in terms of that?
Once I set my mind to something, if it's one thing my kids say to me, Mum, when you put your mind to something, it's 100% driven to that goal. And I get very focused. And
do you think there's an advantage for you when you're doing your training, when you're focusing on an event? Very
much so. When it's pouring with rain and you've got to go out and do 20K, if you're not focused on it and driven, you just tend to, I'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes.
Were you like that as a mother?
No, I was pretty, I've got 3 really good kids.
Yeah, how old are your children?
25, 23 and 21.
Right. So during that time bringing them up, did you have the opportunity to do your training and balance that in with being a mother?
Yeah, with my gym training I did. When they were at school I'd go to the gym and then I went and retrained myself so that I could go and work. And they saw me sitting at the couch or at the table with them studying and doing homework the same as them. And I think it gave them something to look up to because Mum was still trying to better herself all the time.
Well, I just think because there's we've probably have a lot of viewers that have been in a similar situation with you. They've had family at home and trying to balance everything up. But you're saying that if you get out there and try and retrain yourself, you can do it. And
yes, you can. Yeah, everyone can find a little bit of time for walking just to make yourself feel better about yourself. We all walk to the letterbox, we all walk to the shop. Instead of parking the car right outside the shop, park the car at the other end of the car park. Walk a little bit further, and then each day you just walk a little bit more and a little bit more, and before you know it, you're out in the sunshine enjoying the fresh air and feeling good about yourself.
So that's the top advice. If there are people out there that do want to get into walking and maybe they've got time constraints at home, you say just do things gradually, a little bit at a time? A little bit at a time, because most people put too much emphasis on I'm going to do this, and they get out and they think they've got to go out and do 5 or 10K straight away. Right. And then they'll do it and they'll be sore for a week and they won't do it again. Little steps, baby steps. No, I just want to show one of these medals. I'm going to hold it up, the 3 gold medals. Now, basically you've won 3 gold medals, so where to from here in terms of your career? What else can you do and what else do you want to win? The next big goal for me is I want to be selected for the New Zealand Open team to race against the under-21 team in Hobart next year. You want to get up against those young ones, don't you? Yeah, I do. I really do. In New Zealand we're a tight bunch, and so we're all good friends as well. So
Rosie and Alana are my two that I know of that are in the open grade that are I'm after.
Right.
Rosie I may not catch. Rosie I may never catch, but me and Alana I think we'll have a good race.
So in terms of trying to fund all this, do you self-fund yourself?
It's all self-funded, so the next goal is to try and find a sponsor that'll come on board. I get lots of media coverage at home in the paper and where I train. I had sponsors to get Sacramento,
yes,
and so I put their logos all over my training top and sold advertising spots on my training top, and I wear that everywhere.
Right.
So they got seen 6 days a week along the motorway,
brilliant,
in the shops. They got so much coverage. It was great.
Hey Nyle, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you so much. You are our inspiring Kiwi today. Congratulations on your 3 World Championships, and good luck with your future to try and make that national team to race against all those young bucks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, coming up, how you end up paying for Obama's overdraft.